Hello, I am Ben Rayner, and I am going to show you my final project for Embedded Systems 255 at Montana Tech. I chose to do the variable potentiometer, this in order to output a angle on putty. I did this using Code Composer and the G2553 Launchpad. I will start with the trim pot in the turned as far clockwise as possible. As you can see, the light on the launch pad is still on. This is using the same definitions used from the example code. If I then go to putty and press the spacebar, it tells me that this potentiometer is at 0, 0, 0 degrees. This is the angle I arbitrarily chose. It could have been the opposite direction. If I then go to the launch pad and using a screwdriver, turn the screw on top of the potentiometer all the way counterclockwise, the light turns off on the launch pad, and putty, if I hit the spacebar, outputs an angle of 270 degrees. I chose 0 to 270 degrees because it felt like the most obvious way to display it. It obviously doesn't go to 360, so and it's more than 180 degrees, so I arbitrarily chose it to be 270 degrees, which is halfway between 180 and 360. This program still works the same if I try and choose any arbitrary position. So right there, let's say, the light turns back on. I go back to putty and press the pause button. I get an angle of 151 degrees. That doesn't mean a whole awful lot to us, but it'll tell you exactly what position the screw is in, which could be helpful if you had any number of things. Lastly, I will show the position exactly where the light turns off on the launch pad. This, like I said before, is using the same value given in the example code. You can see the lights getting dimmer, turns off. So that angle is at 208 degrees. Again, that doesn't really mean a whole lot to us, but we can use it for any number of things. This could, for example, could be used for a volume knob on maybe an old radio or an old record player or something like that, where you have a 0 position and a full volume position, and anywhere in between there it adjusts your voltage output, and it also this program would tell you where your volume is at. Obviously you would change it so it did not say the angle of the potentiometer, you would say volume at, and then you would probably set your volume between, let's say, 0 and 100, and then you could choose any point in there and it would control your volume. This has been a fun project for me. I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you very much for your time.